Hello, 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 our fellow Untitled Africans. We are back for another glorious episode, and this time we brought some friends. Say hello to the First Gems girls. We've got Anna, Tanina, Kalaria, and I believe, oh no, Jada's not here. But hopefully she'll be joining us later. If you guys don't know who we have with us right now, First Gems girls are first gen millennial cousins dropping gems on their podcast and keeping it real. And it doesn't just stop at the podcast. They inspire their community through social media and making sure everybody's, trying to connect there. So, girls, how are you? And welcome to the podcast.
Excited to be here. Having us. This is a
We're
good
so
time.
excited. No, we have been
Let's do
talking about this happening for a minute. Little story, actually. I met Anna about a year ago at
Yeah.
Revolt World when she was doing the podcast pitch, and I was like, "Wait, there's a podcast pitch? Why are we on the stage?" And then after the pitch, I was going up, believe was it to Aki? Yeah, and then you were still talking to him. I was like, I don't want to be rude or interrupt. I was just like, I just had to commend her because I was like, to go up there and talk about yourself for, I think it was like, what, 10 minutes they gave you guys?
Minutes and they was counting.
No, they was definitely count because I remember the host was like, all right, wrap it up. You've got 10 seconds to like every single person.
No pressure. No pressure.
How are y'all doing today on this lovely Saturday morning?
Doing good. Excited to get to the combo.
Yeah.
Long time.
I love that
I'm
we get like
hyper,
a.
to be honest. This girl gave me coffee, and I'm
Do you
like,
not drink coffee?
I do, but something, I don't know. I don't know what you put up in there, but I'm like, let me out.
Dead. Say a little caffeine is good. It'll get you up, because we got a long episode, Well, guess you. How are you, girl? I'm sorry, I'm over here checking in. I guess I ain't even checked on you, girl. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm grateful that we have company, so I have to speak less today. My ass is still recovering from last night.
Oh, we can get into that off camera because last night was interesting.
A time was had.
Time was definitely had. Y'all know how it goes. Just when two people who should not be, hanging out, be like, "Girl, you trying to go out? Yeah, you trying to go out." The way it always goes with us.
I tried
anyway.
to fight. I felt like I got jumped. I tried to be the responsible one for once, but I don't really say no to peer pressure.
Dead. Well, since we have you guys here, and if y'all follow the First Gems girls on any of their social, these girls are always somewhere around the world. Passports are getting stamped left and right. Okay,
I got my right here.
And I had it ready. And I had it ready. And if you follow me, I guess we are always down for a trip, no matter where. Let us know, girl. We will go ahead and book the flight and we will be there. So we're gonna talk about some vacation icks, do's and don'ts, must haves, and what have you. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get into this. It's like a must have for y'all in order to like go on to sign up for the trip. Like, are you guys is there has to be an itinerary, or are you just like go with the flow? Like, what is it?
If I'm going out of the country, there needs to be an itinerary. I'm not about to go out the country and just willy-nilly like, oh, maybe we'll do this. No, that is like a waste of, I feel like, my time and my money if I don't know what I'm doing. And how do you know how to pack if you don't know like
what you're
doing?
Okay. Tanina, are you the same?
Well, okay. Okay. For me to say yes to the trip, I need to know where I'm gonna lay my head and who's all going. But there doesn't need to be like an itinerary right then and there. Like, I'm also someone who likes an itinerary, whether we follow it or not. But I have friends who aren't really planners, so it always ends up falling on me anyway. So I'm like, I don't care. I'll find something for us to do, but I need to know where we're laying our head and who's all coming. Yeah,
we're gonna be there.
Right, who all gonna be there?
Because if it's everybody, I don't know. I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Are you the same?
Gosh, I'm with Kalaria on that. Y'all saw I have my passport ready on deck. I'm a where's your documents person. If you ain't got the documents, the visa, the get where you need to go, don't talk to me about the trips. The itinerary, the flight, like I need all the details. And I'm like, I'm just gonna expose the side of me, but if I have friends or family going on trips, I ask for their flight number so I could track and be like, make sure it's not delayed, make sure you landed. Like I don't play when it comes to travel.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's like mainly like international. Like if I'm going to New York or like Atlanta, I wouldn't expect us to have like the full itinerary for, you know, stuff like that is like more chill. But if it's like a new country, like I don't know much about it, like I need to know what to expect, and the itinerary is like essential.
I feel like I'm the odd man out. I love a good spontaneous little, I don't know what we're doing. You're just going to go out on the town, figure it out, go chat up the locals or something and go with the flow. Like, I'm the friend that's like, let me send you the money, okay? And that's all I need to do. Okay, maybe book the Airbnb. That's about it. I don't want to do nothing else.
I feel like the cruise we just took, me and Wangeshi, for the first time was like, I'm a type A person. Like I'm like 6 a.m. we are here. At 7 p.m. we are here. This is where we're having dinner, and it's a 20-minute walk. This is the menu, right? Like that's me. This trip, like I didn't have to do any of that. I literally just like showed up, and I like I go and guess she's just like I'm the money friend, and I'll just show up. Understand that now, and I'm just like, oh, y'all's been flying easy. Our girls just been okay.
Right.
Just vibe, bruh.
I was so jealous, and I was like, oh, I get it now. I get why y'all do this.
Yeah.
Never again. I
like circumstantially, and not to cut your wisdom. I learned that new. That's a new thing. Not to cut your wisdom.
And not to cut your wisdom. Oh, I'm gonna use that.
I feel like that's like a controlled environment, right? Because like a cruise, you're still on this. They do not play. Once the dock is ready to go, if you still on shore, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still a controlled environment. You have X amount of time to be at stop one on the cruise ship, do everything on the cruise. So I get that. Like if I'm in like for example, if we were traveling to, I don't know, just some country XYZ, and we were at a resort, like all inclusive, sky is the limit because they got all the things to do there. So I don't necessarily need to know like all the things. That's a lie, I do. But just thinking like,
I was like, girl, we went on a resort and still like
I'll still be doing my little CIA background search.
Yeah. No,
but it depends on what type of trip it is too.
I'm learning to let that go, and I honestly come to the dark side, girl. Be the girl who just show up and pay for the trip and be like, all right, I don't know what we're doing, because I will say, like on that cruise, I was still the one who's like up. I'm like, all right, we going to brunch? What's going on? But it's like, girl, we literally just went to bed like 6 hours ago. Leave us alone. I said, all right.
6,
but I will say
4.
Baby,
4
hours.
We were outside on that cruise. I was like, what is my bed? I only know my bed from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Don't hit me up. I was like, there's no brunch at 3. Like, get me off this boat. What's happening? I'm not doing brunch.
No, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I literally had to out these girls on IG and be like, why is it 12 p.m. on the cruise and I'm just now getting to brunch? This is not Atlanta. Brunch does not begin at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Get up.
12 o'clock, we were in our beds. Like, that's crazy. I'm on vacation, babes. Ain't nobody waking up early to eat croissants. No.
But Tanina, you said something, actually, I wanted to touch on. All right. Like, you said, where are you laying your head at? I personally, I don't mind a B&B, but I love a hotel and I love an all-inclusive. Now, my only thing is always, what is the shower situation looking like? Is it giving modern? Is it giving glass? Is it that's my thing. I don't mind, but I have had to plan some trips with certain friends and they've been like, don't do B&Bs. Don't even put me in somebody else's house. I need a hotel with guest services and housekeeping. How do we feel about that? Because I had to bow out of some trips because the girls was saying, I'm going to do what I said. Well, okay,
Wait, was that for?
Oh,
it was for anyone to answer.
Oh yeah, I thought Anna was gonna say something. I'm like,
she sounded like she was about to.
Well, I have an opinion, but I'm like, I want to see what everybody says too. I could go. It's fine. For
And it's
me,
like
I'm
I
not
don't want to
opposed to
say how
either or.
particular I am.
I feel like B&Bs are nice when you have like I'm a very like let's all be together type of person. So it's like I'm totally down for a nice B&B where we can all be together, like have brunch in the morning together, get ready together, like kiki before going to bed. I don't know. I think it's just like fun that way. But I'm down for a hotel too. Yeah, to get that free breakfast and like everybody meet up. So I don't oppose as long as you're not putting me in no roach motel. Like no, it needs to be like I don't want to go on vacation and just be screeching at where I'm staying. Like even though like I don't need it to be super luxe and extravagant because I'm not planning to be in the like stay in the room anyway, depending on the type of trip, like cuz I like my itinerary full. But I need it to be something better than at home to where I'm like excited to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer a hotel, to be honest. Like, I don't like the thought of having to clean up after myself while I'm on vacation. I'm like, that's what I feel like the hotel or like where I'm staying should take care of. But I get like traveling, like if you're with a group of people, then it kind of does make sense to get an Airbnb and like just have everyone. So I think it's just like, yeah, circumstantial. But my preference, if it's a smaller trip, just me and the mans or something, we stayed in a hotel.
Vacation me,
I
vacation
feel
me,
like
vacation.
Airbnb is really losing the plot. Like we got a $300 cleaning fee, and we got to take out the trash and do our laundry
Yeah.
and change the mattress and the bed sheets
Not the
and
mattress.
flip the curtains. Like, baby,
Yeah.
what am I paying for? Like, I'm confused.
I've gotten wild with them cleaning fees though. Now
Mhm.
I want to hear what you got to say because I feel like you was over here, eyes darting left and right.
Oh, y'all so funny. I'm having a key over here. But I was also thinking about my own preference. I feel like I've done it all. I will say, I'm thinking about this trip I took to Guatemala, and I thought it was really cool because for the week I stayed in 3 different spots, and one of them was an Airbnb, the other one was a hotel. I guess the other one was a hotel too, but I liked it because it was like a social entrepreneurship, like the money from your stay helps and supports XYZ cause. So I like staying in one of those joints. And it was really cute too. So, if you're trying to, be out there. But what I will say is I've never done hostels. I don't get it. I don't understand the concept of it. I don't want to like live in a little like cell or cube and then it's like 10 people down the hall. Like it just reminds me of like the trauma of college dorms and
Dorms, yeah.
I don't want to do that. So that's the one thing I've not done and I don't think I'll ever do.
Me
Okay,
neither.
I'm glad you said hostel because I want to hear what Ongesha got because you just did Europe last year and she was hosteling out left and right. I gotta hear this because
Yeah.
I know
Well, some
you was
hostels are better than others. Like the one in Barcelona was so nice. It was like it did have the college vibe because it was like this is what we're doing tonight as a group, but I really liked, especially if you are solo traveling. I was with my friend, but if you're solo traveling, staying at a hostel, it's really nice because you already have like the built-in community. But then like I don't remember where we were. We were somewhere in Portugal for like 12, 20 hours. We dropped our stuff off at the hostel and didn't come back until it was time to pick it up and catch our flight. Thank God, because that shit stank. The people there looked dirty. The bathrooms were dirty. Like it was like I think what everybody imagines when they think of a hostel, like the trauma of a college dorm to a T. Like you have like 6 freaking beds, bunk beds, and everything smells a little funky. But baby, when it's nice, when they really take care of a hostel because they know like that's like where the money is. Like it's so nice. It smelled so good. The people, we only shared a room in the hostel. I think there were 2 other beds. One person was there for the most part. There was not really 2 other people the whole time. And the people there were super nice. It was super clean. They told us, like, you're talking to the people that work there, that live there, that can tell you, like, where to go, places to recommend. So I still love hostels. I think out of the 5 that we stayed at, only one was really bad. And we went to party the whole day there. So it didn't matter because we didn't stay there.
Yeah.
and I contemplated hostels one couple of times. I've been like, oh, it'll be fun, but then I just think communal showers. I'm like, Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that's the part that gets me.
It's the
Yeah.
communal. Be like, I'm not trying to
That's where
come back
you have
from
your
a.
shower shoes separate. I always
Oh my
have a
No,
gosh.
good
but
pair of shower
That's
shoes
not
on
good
me.
enough.
I
That's
remember
how
one time I forgot to pack shower shoes. I almost cried. I was just like,
that's fair. I
I'm
would
the type
cry.
of person who will
You need to
experience
go
something once.
shopping.
Yeah, I'm the type of person who will at least experience something once before I rule it out. I'm on the it has to be a nice hostel end, and if I'm solo tripping, but yeah, I'm pretty open to it. There's also this newer thing. Well, I don't know how new it is, but have you all heard of Saunders?
Oh,
no.
no.
Saunders.
Put us on.
Yeah.
does it have like a bird?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's also Saunders, which is like the happy medium between a hotel and an Airbnb. You can book them through the Sonder app or you can book them on Airbnb, and they have like chain locations in different places. So it's not
Ooh.
as expensive as a hotel would be, but it's also not like someone else's home. It's like a property owned that you can book. So I find that to be the happy medium. I haven't stayed in one yet, but I've had them saved on my little saves on Airbnb, and I have the Sonder app, so that's
Oh,
also an
interesting.
option.
Say,
Yeah.
ooh, we love new vacation tips and apps and
Mm.
hospitality accommodations. But I will say I've done a hostel type hotel before, where it's like you got your own room, but like they do like a lot of like the community stuff.
Yep.
And I did a solo trip to Costa Rica. I was out there for like a week. Like every day they had like a little mixer, and then they'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna go out to this spot tonight. If you guys want to come, there's a deal for like whoever's staying here." And I booked it through Airbnb, and I didn't realize they were like their big thing was though is that they were promoting themselves as like a co-working hostel. It's like you had your own room, but like people there knew between the hours of like morning to like around like 4 3 p.m. It's like people are gonna be out here with their laptops working. So it's like the Wi-Fi was great. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was Tamarindo, Costa Rica. I gotta remember what that place was called. I think I still have it saved, but it was
Oh,
really
I think
nice.
I know where
What
you're
you're talking
talking
about,
about.
because I forget what they're called, but they have one in Guatemala as well, and we just happened to stumble upon it because it was really cute. Like it looked like a really cool vicinity. It didn't look like a hostel to me. It looked like a little hotel. Like
Yeah.
I thought it was like an ecotourism spot or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, it that I might do. But again, in my mind, I'm thinking about those scary movies, hostel, where crazy stuff was happening,
Like
questionable
scary
stuff
as
on the
roommate.
wall.
I will say
Yeah,
one of
no.
the hostels I did stay at I was like by myself in Madrid, and like I booked a room like that could fit 3 people, but like the people would have to be a couple because there's only 2 beds.
Mm.
So
Oh.
that's risky, but then I ended up so it's super cheap that way because you're sharing a room. And then I was by myself. Nobody booked it. So that's also another plus of a hostel, y'all. That you can be there by yourself if people don't book it. And it's cheap.
Yeah. Or
Potentially
they have options where you can just have your own room. You don't have to
Yeah,
like
also.
share rooms. It's more expensive, but it's like, I mean, if you wanted the community aspect, and I think I know the hostel you're talking about because that's why I said, oh, I'd be down because I saw that one, like the co-working one. Other
Yeah,
than
and
that,
it
I don't
has
know.
like that's fair. And then that
Yeah.
one had like its own bathroom too. Like you weren't sharing with other people. So there's
so
variety.
it sounds like we've all done a solo trip or two. Oh, question here is group or solo trip? Do you do big group, small group, or are you just like, baby, solo me out? I can't do you. I can't plan with y'all hoes. Is the group chat? Is the trip making it out the group chat?
I
Better
haven't been
yet.
on a solo trip, so I
Me
can't.
neither.
Me
Yeah.
neither, actually.
Wait, what?
No, I want to, but I haven't.
I
Yeah.
felt like a fraud. Like, wait, we all
No, because I could have sworn y'all said solo. So, dang, okay, guess it's just us. Well,
no.
guess she shit.
No,
Wait,
I said I was thinking of doing a
Oh, okay. Thinking.
3 month solo trip. Yeah. So I looked into I think I know the hostel you're talking about or the co-working place. The hostel just sounds hostile. I don't know. Yeah.
The
It
hostel
sounds
sounds
grimy.
hostile. I'm
Right.
dead.
Right.
Yeah.
So y'all are like group me every time, huh?
well, does it count if you travel by yourself and then meet up with people?
No.
No.
No. She's like, wait,
Yeah.
I just want to be a part. I just want to be involved.
Yeah.
She said,
Well,
I
my
was
only
solo for a good 12 hours.
right. Would a study abroad count as? Because I did study abroad in Costa Rica, so I
Okay.
didn't know anybody, but like I was with a program. I
I
wasn't like
think
with them. Does
I
that
think study abroad counts because you're still like by yourself.
Well, if that
Yeah.
counts, then does living abroad count? Like we could just open it up.
They said no, we have conditions. You got to be by yourself 24/7, 5 days
Yeah.
max. I'm
Solo
kidding.
on a vacation by
Yeah.
yourself. You don't know nobody. Nobody's guiding you.
Being around people, and I like being around, like, even if I don't know everybody. Case in point, earlier this year, Tanina's 30th was like a great example of going on a trip, and I didn't know everybody, but it was just the vibes were on 10, and we had a great time.
I
And she
love
had the
it.
itinerary planned out. So it was just, it was a good
I mean,
time.
he did do a B&B, but that B&B
It was
was
giving hotel.
it was like it was really really nice. Yeah, if y'all go to Colombia, I can shoot y'all the link.
Because Cartagena is on my list of places
Mhm.
to hit up.
She knows
Go.
where to. She knows what to do.
Go.
Fat
Yes.
Tanina, I'm gonna hit you up
This
for the
is really the
itinerary.
episode.
Hit
In.
me up.
I feel like this is the episode where if you want to travel somewhere in the world, chances are one of us have been there, so y'all can hit us.
Yeah.
Like if you need tips, tricks, places to go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
listen, we need our own like Rick Steves Europe episode or show here and there. Just
Yeah.
have a camera following us around. Be like, all right, look, this is what you need to do.
That would be fun.
That would be
Yes.
fun. I feel like it would be a
Yeah.
vibe, honestly.
Right.
But
It would.
so like since we're seems group trips are definitely making it out the group chat with y'all. It's like your like do's and don'ts for a group trip. It's like this thing gotta happen, or I know for
Do
me, I'm
ask for a
like,
deposit early on.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Mhm.
baby, don't give them the opportunity to back out last minute, because then you're gonna have to figure out Airbnbs, this, that, and the third. Be like, go ahead and give me a good 200, so I know you're locked in.
Yeah. I'm
okay,
gonna go
because
last because I have a couple of
oh, she said I've been
trips.
waiting for this.
Yeah, I was like, I have a couple of my success. I'm gonna go last, and I'm gonna let y'all. And
I
it's
will.
related to the trip we did in Colombia and like what worked and like the things I thought about. Yeah.
Will say, as somebody who I planned my 25th to Tulum, and that was a group trip. Actually, it actually started off as a group trip, as a birthday trip to where was it? It was Costa Rica. Was it same place? It did start at the same place, and then literally like people just started dropping off like flies. Like once I sent like itinerary, deposit amounts, everything. The so and so has left the group chat. So and so has been removed from the group chat. Just
They didn't even say nothing. Like
no,
they
no, no,
just.
no. But like they were
Oh.
private messaging me, being like, "Hey, thanks for the invite. Unfortunately, I can't swing it. Next time." And I was just like, "All right, thanks." Remove from group chat. And I don't play about a remove from a group chat. You could ask her just. We'll say like after that, literally it went down from like 10 plus people to about 3, 4. And then we changed the location to Tulum. And all of a sudden, everybody was available because it was Mexico. And I said, oh, okay. Including this one who did not even have, and you want to talk about not having documentation. This girl did not have her passport until literally
I've just
2
arrived.
weeks.
I just got my citizenship literally like 3 months before the trip.
Oh wow.
Months before, and then she was like, I don't know if my passport's gonna come. I said, your passport better come, because this is how I know when she gives me blood pressure and anxiety when I travel with her, because when I tell you, just got her citizenship, passport has not even come yet, but this girl done already booked the ticket, put the deposit down for the B&B, has already given me her money for
If
all the excursions.
Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. Okay.
Man.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen.
Wow.
What's the saying? My yeses are amen and what? Y'all ain't been to church. Y'all ain't been to church.
But look, and what happened? Like what? 10 days before the trip, what did I send? My passport.
Literally,
baby, in
she
the group chat.
sent the picture of her holding her passport in the group chat. I said, "Thank God." But that's one thing for me. Is like that scared the shit out of me. But that on top of that deposit thing is like like there's a cutoff date when you can drop out. That's my thing. It's a cutoff date. It's like you have 30 days before, and it's a non-refundable deposit after that. I give you percentages maybe, but after that,
That's what I was gonna say. Yep.
cutoff date.
I haven't planned a trip for more than like 3 or 4 people at a time. I haven't done like a big like 10 plus group trip, and it's for that very reason. But for me, what I like to think about when I am trying to plan a trip is the reliability of the people that I know outside, like just generally, like, oh, well, I know for sure that they'll be down. Yeah, like this person I know will be like, let's do it, da da da. And I don't have to like hound them about like paying me on time or paying me for this, paying me for that. So I think too, just like thinking about the trip and like the people just outside of the trip, like what has your interaction with them been in the past, like how reliable are they, just period. And then from there, like I feel like it's a good starting point for me.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Liability. Come on, who can you counter? Who can I run to? Say we love a little song session, okay? On the Untitled Africa. We bust that into
But
random
what I liked
songs.
about Tanina's like group trip that she planned was she made a lot of the itinerary options like optional for people. So it's not like she forced everybody to do this, and this. Like people pick and chose what they wanted to do. So in a way, it was like everyone's experience was different, but it was still the same. But it was different because everyone had a say in like what they were comfortable with doing or what they, didn't want to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a good tip.
I would say, so I had planned a trip with the girls to Haiti.
Amazing.
That was
Okay, I need to be on a First Gems girls trip
Right.
now.
And her Morocco trip, like I still think about her Haiti trip, her Morocco trip, like just
like we just be giving out. Come on now, don't worry.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
When I said these girls' passports be stamp tinny.
Yeah. So no. I would say get a like if you can, like a co-planner or someone who's like also helping you plan, like logistics and contacts and in case of emergencies. Like I'm very much on the emergency preparedness tip. Like I'm like I-10 by 10, who like be home before the street, like especially with a country like Haiti, for example. But I think I apply that to any other place that I'm going to. It's just like being security conscious and thinking like, okay, what are the logistics of planning a trip here? And I'm currently in the process of trying to think about trips. I don't know yet, y'all, coming soon. But I'm just trying to think of like, okay, who do I know who either lives there and I can like bounce ideas off of, or someone who's been there and I can just like elicit some like, a sample itinerary or something, and then go from there to plan something for friends, family, whoever.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, and I love that when we went to Haiti, I feel like what really elevated the experience too is like just you have point people in the country and we were like meeting like natives and like we had a real local experience and like they were driving us everywhere, they were introducing us to their friends. They were like it was really great. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm Haitian now.
Not South.
Yeah.
I'm dead. No, I was gonna say, Kalaria, when you were talking about itinerary excursions being optional, my birthday trip, I did not make none of that optional. I said, y'all hoes is going bus, club, another club, plane, let's go. And this past trip that we just took, like the girl whose birthday we were going for, she was just like, "There's no itinerary. These are the options of like activities to do on the cruise, and then there's also excursions off the cruise you can do. You can sign up to do them if you want." I said, "Oh, so you mean I don't gotta be?"
She was a freaking gem. I was like, let me tell you. One day we woke up at 5:00. Have we heard from her? She's not hounding us. She's like, "Oh, baby, I'm taking drinks at a bar. You can join me or not. I don't care." I'm like, I think I love you even more now. Thank you.
Wow.
I will say like that was definitely new for me. Because I was like, I need to know where do I need to be somewhere? There was one day where I literally just like I got off the boat, I left these hoes, and I said, I'm gonna go see Turks and Caicos. And I left the port, rented a scooter for like the day, drove all the way to like the north end of Grand Turk, found like a private, not even private beach, but it was just like no one else was on the beach. Like for like a mile this way and like a mile that way, there was no one. And I said, and the water was so blue, so blue. Like
I love Turks. Yeah, that water is blue.
Baby, I was sending these hoes videos. I said, where y'all at? Where y'all at? talking about some, mind you, at this point it was like what, 12 p.m. They said we're just now getting off the boat. I said the boat docked at 9.
No, we got off the boat at like 11. Turks was like the earliest we got off the boat.
It was the earliest, but then also that was also the day that I almost missed the boat.
See, Brian should have stuck with us, actually.
You would have been
Message,
right.
Through no fault of my own,
message,
though.
all that meandering.
Through no fault of my own, though. I'll be honest. Okay, they try to rob me in
What?
Turks and
Got robbed.
Caicos.
Oh my god.
Child, it's a
What?
whole nother story.
Why you on this private
No,
beach?
no. So I left my wallet when I returned the scooter. I left it in like the little cup holder in the front, and I guess whoever I returned to tried to swipe my cards and send himself a little
They wasted no
zero
time.
credit card, debit card. I think in total he left with like 200 something. Yeah, $225.
Did you get your money back?
Girl. Capital One said we got you,
Oh.
but then.
Oh,
But it
that's
wasn't
good.
until that like 30 minutes before we're supposed to get on the boat that I realized I ain't got my wallet. And so I went back to port security
Wow.
and I was like, hey, did somebody and they were like, oh, by the way, they turned in a wallet. I said, oh, where is it? They're like, oh, it's through security on the other side. I said, okay. I pull up to security. Why are all of my cards splayed out on this man's podium? Like, I said, why am my shit all over the place?
Right. What the heck?
Baby, they started. I have a case pending in Grand Turk. I hope they arrested that man. I don't know, because literally I couldn't.
They were
Wow.
gonna leave Brian. Shout out to our friend Talia, because had she not refused to get on that boat, they were yelling at us to get on the boat. It was like 8 minutes before we're supposed to all have been boarded, and they were yelling like, "You're not walking fast enough. You need to pretend you're in New York." And our friend Talia was like, "My friend is still on this island. Like, I'm not going nowhere. Like, do you know?" And they didn't even realize that Brian was like still not accounted for, that they were like talking to the police right now. Like, they would have been like, let's wrap it up. But Talia, shout out to her.
She said,
refused it. Then here comes Brian.
She went up on that boat and said,
Of course.
I'm the captain now. Okay.
Wow. I love that.
I live for
love
her
that.
though, but shout out to her. And never again will I try to, like I said, I love a solo trip. I love being by myself. Like Costa Rica is probably going on a solo trip really like opens your mind to being like, all right, I'm by myself. I need to do something. And I opened myself to people, and like I met some really cool study abroad people that were there, and we've made plans to like link up in their respective countries. So it's dope. I suggest doing it. Get out there by yourself if you're going to travel. But since y'all are always just dropping gems, what has been like your favorite place you visited that you're just like, I can't wait to go back? I'm gonna start with Anna because I feel like she's just been everywhere.
I was just about to say, ooh, let me take my time and think about that. Favorite place I've been to and that I want to go back to?
Yes.
What's been my favorite place?
It's not like a mom trying to pick her favorite child. Pick one.
No. Love them all equally. Say Sierra Leone. I gotta give love to Sierra Leone. I spent 2 years there. I feel like my time there definitely developed me as a person, as an individual. And I haven't been back since 2019. A huge influence even till this day. So I love everything about my West African lions. Shout out to them.
So Sierra Leone for you is
Sierra Leone.
I love Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
I love me some Frank. All right, Kalaria, what's been your favorite spot?
My favorite place has been South Africa. I went to Cape Town with my mom and my little sister, and we were there for about 2 weeks. It was obviously my first time in South Africa, and it was my mom's first time in Cape Town because she's from Johannesburg and she grew up there, but she had never been to Cape Town. I'm like, girl, what? Like, how have you never been to the same country?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just felt at home there. Like the people were super nice, a ton of culture, super diverse, and like it just had a little bit of everything. Like if you wanted to go to the beach, go to one of the 7 wonders of the world, like eat some good food. Like it was just everything, and I definitely want to go back. I want to go to Johannesburg at some point too. But yeah, it was just a beautiful country.
Listen, Kalaria, hit me up whenever you do decide to, go to South Africa, because I have been dying for like the past like 3 years. I'm like, I need to go to South Africa. I need to go to Cape Town. I need to go to Josie. I need to be over there with the girls,
Yes.
Tyler, Bacardi, everything. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm
Right.
like, I've been on an Alma piano kick since like, oh,
Yeah.
and I'm like obsessed now. I have to get out there. So me and you, we'll talk after. We'll talk after.
Right.
Tanita, what about you?
Yeah, I second that on South Africa. That's been like number one on my bucket list. And when I was planning my last birthday, it was either South Africa or Colombia. I was like, one of these two. I went with
Ooh.
Colombia because it was just more accessible for people to go and it's closer and documentation and all that. But my favorite place that I've been would have to be Colombia. I love it there. Like I don't know. And when I was thinking of solo tripping, I was like, I would definitely do Colombia. I want to visit the other parts of Colombia, but I just fell in love with Cartagena. Like, and I have, besides African countries, I really love like Spanish speaking countries where there are Black people. I don't know, I just be so amazed. Like, and I've learned Spanish throughout the years. I'm not fluent yet, but like I just love being able to exercise another language and like being forced to speak it and things like that. So I definitely will go all the way back to
Come
Cartagena.
on. Listen, I hear all I'm hearing is it sounds like the first gems of the Untitled Africans are going to South Africa.
Right.
That's all I'm hearing. I'm like, the bros is going to SA and we are going to be having a time.
Right.
This last but not least, is she frozen? Or can she hear it?
Yeah, she's frozen for me.
I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I missed the last
No,
point.
I was just saying, you're the last one. Favorite place you're dying to get back to?
South Africa. But I will. Yeah, I mean, South Africa's just, she's that girl. I want to say I'm going to Kenya like without like parents for the first time. So I feel like once I experience that, I'm gonna be like Kenya too. But my dream place to travel, though, as much as I want to go back to South Africa because she's just that girl, clearly, is Thailand. I've been trying to go there since I was a freshman in high school, and I've been everywhere. But I feel like they have such rich like culture there, and like the food there is like, I just know it hits. So that's my dream place. But the dream place I've been to, definitely South Africa, for all the reasons y'all already said.
It's something about South Africa that just when you get there, I just feel like you're just gonna be like, oh, this is it.
What about you? You can tell us.
No, okay. For me, I will say, Costa Rica.
I love Costa Rica.
I mean, I was in Tamarindo, or as the locals apparently call it, Tamagringo. But I definitely want to go to the Afro-Caribbean side this time if I were to go back. But Costa Rica for me, I think it was my first solo trip, and it was like my first time just going anywhere out of the country like by myself, and it was so enlightening for me, and it was like such an experience to just be out there, and like the people were so nice and the food is amazing, and I met amazing people. And I literally found like this little like hole in the wall like gay club owned by this like couple who like live in San Juan, but they come out to Tamarindo during like the summer season to like open up, and just they're literally the only gay club in the entire like I guess that side of Costa Rica. Obviously like in San Juan there's like spots out there, but they were like, we opened this spot because there's like literally nowhere else for like the community to find each other, and I was just like, that is so beautiful. So definitely for me, I think Costa Rica, I would definitely go back, hands down, no doubt. So amazing. But it sounded like we finna be in South Africa, not South America, South Africa, real soon. Hey, how about you two? Come on. Well, y'all, thank you so much, girls, and First Gems podcast for coming on and hanging out and talking. We love you guys. Where can the people find you personally, or even just for the podcast itself?
They can find us at The First Gems on all platforms. Personally, you can find me at _ILY Nina. I love you, Nina. Because people, they be acting like Illy Nina now. Like, wait.
Not Illy Nina.
Yeah, I'm like, how did you? Okay. Are y'all gonna give your hand?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was some in that coffee. It was something in that coffee.
She put some mushrooms in there or something.
Oh my God.
So yes,
Child.
plus one to what Tanina said about the first gems. My personal Instagram is at Kalaria, Kalaria, Obasi, Obasi.
And y'all can find me, Anna, at ANNAEM.E on Instagram. So thank you.
I love it. Y'all go check them out. Go follow, go like them, blow them up, spam them. They're such a vibe. And I'm so glad that we got to connect. I'm so glad. Shout out to Revolt for, bringing us both on and just, I feel, can I say, are we cousins now? Can we be cousins?
Yes, cousins.
Cousins. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, do all the good stuff. Find us wherever podcasts are found: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and now officially on the Revolt Podcast Network, where you can also find the First Gems Girls and the First Gems Podcast. We love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at Untitled Africans Pod, wherever all socials are: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening. We out.